The Haunting of Blackwood Manor. In the remote countryside, there stood an old mansion known as Blackwood Manor. It had been abandoned for years, its once grand halls now filled with dust and decay. The locals whispered about the dark history of the manor, where the Blackwood family had mysteriously vanished one stormy night, never to be seen again. One evening, a young couple, Sarah and James, decided to explore the manor. They were intrigued by the legends and hoped to uncover the truth behind the disappearances. Armed with flashlights and a sense of adventure, they made their way through the overgrown garden and entered the mansion. The air inside was cold and musty, and the floorboards creaked under their feet. As they explored the darkened rooms, they found old portraits of the Blackwood family, their eyes seeming to follow them wherever they went. In the dining room, the table was still set for dinner, as if the family had just stepped out. Suddenly, they heard a faint melody coming from the grand piano in the parlor. Sarah and James exchanged nervous glances, but decided to investigate. As they approached the parlor, the music grew louder, and they saw the piano keys moving on their own. The room was filled with an eerie glow, and the temperature dropped sharply. James reached out to touch the piano, but as soon as his fingers brushed the keys, the music stopped and the room plunged into darkness. They heard whispers all around them, and shadowy figures began to materialize. The couple tried to run, but the doors slammed shut, trapping them inside. In a desperate attempt to escape, they stumbled upon a hidden staircase leading to the basement. The air grew colder as they descended, and the whispers turned into anguished cries. In the basement, they found an old journal belonging to the Blackwood family. The final entry detailed a curse placed upon the family by a vengeful spirit. As Sarah read the journal, the spirit of the vengeful ghost appeared before them, its eyes burning with rage. The ghost revealed that it had been wronged by the Blackwoods and had cursed them to an eternity of torment. The spirit demanded justice and threatened to trap Sarah and James in the manor forever. Thinking quickly, Sarah pleaded with the spirit, promising to lift the curse by finding the ghost's remains and giving it a proper burial. The spirit agreed, but warned them that they had until midnight to complete the task. With time running out, Sarah and James searched the manor frantically. They finally discovered a hidden crypt in the garden where the ghost's remains were buried. They performed a hasty burial ceremony, and as the clock struck midnight, the spirit appeared one last time, its anger replaced by a sense of peace. But as the spirit began to fade, it suddenly turned malevolent. "You cannot undo what has been done," it hissed. The ground beneath the crypt opened up, and a dark force pulled Sarah and James into the earth. Their screams echoed through the night as they were dragged into the abyss, never to be seen again. The next morning, the manor stood silent and foreboding. The locals found the couple's abandoned car outside, but there was no sign of Sarah and James. Blackwood Manor remained a place of darkness, its curse unbroken, and the spirits continued to wait for their next victims.